Welcome back to Miss Haas Crafts. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to make little trees to go with the seasons out of pipe cleaners, hot glue, pom balls, and I just have a cupcake liner here to be my base to help this tree stand up. So let's get started. First, what I've done is I've taken my pipe cleaner and I've folded it in half and then just cut it to get my 4 parts of my tree to make my trunk. After cutting it in half, I'm just going to twist my tree a little bit. Grab my base and stick it to the cupcake liner that I've flattened, and I'm going to hot glue it. I'm actually going to put some hot glue down first. As a starting point, place my tree on. Let that dry a little bit. And then take some more hot glue and go around just to make sure that it's all connected. Now that I've got that glued, I'm going to continue twisting my tree. We'll let this dry a little bit before I start twisting it. Pull my loose hot glue strands. This is a project you can do when you're talking to your children about the different seasons. I have my orange, which is fall, my orange, yellow, brown, and red, which represents my fall trees, how my trees are in the fall. And then I have my green that show how they are in the summer. I'm going to use pink and white to show the difference of how some trees in the spring they'll have flowers and bloom. And then for winter you can just use whites and grays, or just white to show snow on the stems or trunks. Alright, now that that's dried enough to touch without being stuck to me, I'm going to continue twisting my tree a little bit more. I'm not going to twist it all the way to the top because I want to have a base for my pom-poms. So I'm going to separate them into 4 little, basically the 4 corners. So I have the base. I'm going to put my biggest pom-pom, which happens to be pink, and I'm going to glue it in the middle. So I'm going to add some hot glue, kind of up all the branches, and glue my pink on. I'm going to blow on it to have it dry quicker. Just has to be dry enough so that it won't fall off of your tree. And then from here, you're just going to gradually add all your different pom-pom balls that you want to add to it. I'm going to be alternating from white and pink to make it mix in well with the rest of my. And some of mine do have a little bit of sparkle to them. keep going around, adding our pom-pom balls. Having the different sizes helps indicate the different sizes of leaves or flowers for our spring tree. So I'm going to continue adding some my pom-poms, alternating with size and color, pulling my hot glue strands, I want to make sure that they are stuck on there pretty well so that nothing falls off. And you always don't have to use hot glue. You can use school glue, Elmer's school glue. It just may take a little bit longer to dry. This would be a really good project for younger kids when you're working on fine motor skills, the grabbing and pinching of the ball and the squeezing of a glue bottle. So this is what I've got so far. I'm going to keep adding my pom-poms and we'll see what I get at the end. Definitely doesn't take very much glue to get these to stick together. I'm going to get my branch stuck to the rest of my tree. Trying to make it somewhat even so that my tree isn't a little top heavy or heavier on one side and doesn't fall over. Add a few more. Get my hot glue strands off my tree. Alright, so I have all the pom-poms I'm going to add to my tree added. After I've had them all added, I'm going to take my scissors and just cut the excess cupcake liner off. You can always decorate the extra if you don't want to cut it off and make it part of your scene of your tree. And then there you have, here's a stand. There we have our 3 seasons trees. And then you can always just do a white one for winter. We have our spring with the flowers, our fall with all of our fall colored leaves. I like having the little sparkle here and there. And then our summer with our green. I hope you enjoyed this craft. If you have any other ideas, feel free to put them down below and let me know how you would do anything different or any ideas that you would have to make anything better. I'm always up for suggestions. And remember, stay crafty.